Daniel.
We have Leanna.
And Nick.
And today we're going to talk about bike safety tips here on campus. And this is CE 321.
Today we'll be talking about helmet safety and instructions,
Bicycle readiness,
bicycle brake check,
seeing and be seen,
night cycling,
obstacles,
the rules of the road,
biking on the safe side,
checking for traffic,
bike security,
cycling under the influence,
texting and cycling,
and we'll be giving you some random tips and tricks on the road.
Hi, my name is Nick. I'm here to present you the first tip of the day. Wear your bike helmets. These are your bike helmets. They're lightweight, designed to be lightweight and well ventilated, also made to protect your head from injuries. As studies have proven that bicyclists really need this kind of safety equipment. Because studies have shown head injuries are the most common cause for deaths and serious disabilities. And statistics from the Center for Disease Control have shown that people who wear helmets are actually much better off when they're in some kind of sort of accidents. I mean, if you're that person right here, when you wear a helmet, you start hitting your face on the concrete. Wearing a bike helmet is not just good common sense, it's also required by the law. For example, California law right here says that if you're on the street and that you're under 18, you must wear a helmet. People who not wear helmets, punishment could be $25 for you. There's also new legislation that's trying to make it mandatory for everybody. Also, if you're wearing a helmet, make sure you meet the standards. There's total of three standards for bike safety: the American National Standard Institute standard, the Snail Monetary Foundation standard for protective headgear, and the American Society for Testing Material standard. When you buy a bike, make sure you check the labels and you just show one of the three symbols. Without it, you're not guaranteed for safety. Also, if you're previously involved in a head accident and your helmet is damaged, make sure to replace them because your headgear can only protect you if you wear it properly.
How to properly wear a helmet. First, positions. The helmet should sit level on your head and low on your forehead, 1 or 2 finger widths above your eyebrows. Next, buckles. Center the left buckle under the chin. On most helmets, the straps can be pulled from the back of the helmet to lengthen or shorten the chin straps. This task is easier if you take the helmet off to make these adjustments. Side straps. Adjust the slider on both straps to form a V shape under and slightly in front of the ears. Lock the slider if possible. Next, chin strap. Buckle your chin strap. Tighten the strap until it is snug so that no more than 1 or 2 fingers fit under the strap. These instructions were brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
Thank you. Hello, Daniel here to talk to you about bicycle readiness. So each time before you ride your bike or go on a long trip or even a short trip, you want to make sure your bike is ready for that trip. The first thing you want to do is you want to make sure that your handlebars are secure and straight. You don't want them off center because that could actually mess up your turns as you're going. Then you want to make sure that your wheels are straight. You want to make sure that they're not skewed or damaged in any way. And lastly, you want to check your tire pressure. You don't want low tire pressure or too high tire pressure. Low tire pressure could lead to a flat, while higher tire pressure could lead to a flat as well as an uncomfortable ride. So just keep those things in mind before you make each trip. Thank you. Hi, Daniel here to talk to you about braking. So if you have hand brakes, you want to make sure that when you clench those close to your handlebars, you want to make sure they don't actually touch your handlebars. You want to make sure your brake pads are not worn. You also want to make sure that they're at an even distance from the rim of the tire. What can happen is your rim can become warped and it can rub against your brakes, giving you a slower ride and an uncomfortable ride. In wet weather or slick road conditions, you want to make sure you're braking more often because the roads are slick, obviously, and you want to be safe. Thank you. Oh no, my brakes are out of here! Oh no, hell! Good thing I checked my brakes. So the next tip is about being seen on the road by other vehicles around you. It may not surprise you, but driving a vehicle has not been perfected. Many accidents are caused by human error. People can become sleepy, distracted, even drunk or high. So you want to make sure that you are visible to everyone to increase your safety that much more. What you can do is buy a safety vest, such as this guy is wearing here in the photo. It'll help illuminate you on the road at night or even in the daytime. So it may not look the coolest, but what's cool is being seen and being safe. In the same vein of being seen on the road, you also might want to consider buying a rear light and a front light, as you can see here. The front light illuminates the road in front of you to avoid potential dangers, while your rear light alerts other vehicles to your presence in the night or even in the daytime. If you have the money, you also might want to consider buying lights for your tires because they make you that much more visible. You also might want to check with whatever city you're living in because these lights actually might be law. So you could avoid a hefty ticket for the price of like a $15 light. So just something to look into. Thank you. An example of lights would be a rear light, which is this blinking red light, which you can attach to the back of your bicycle. And here is a front light, as you can see by this bright tube. You can attach this to your handlebars and it'll illuminate the road in front of you. Thank you.
Okay, our next tip is regarding night cycling. Our night cycling is a lot different than day cycling because your potential risk involved is much higher. CPSC, Consumer Product Safety Commissions, have statistics that have shown that cycling in the night are much more risky during the day. And this is the reason, visibility. Over here are two figures showing two cyclists in the night. Can you see this one? No. And can you see this one? Yes. What's the difference? This one increases visibility by using a bike helmet lamp. Over here, you see the bright lights. And in both conditions, both of them actually are under pretty well lit area, as you see by the lamp on top. So, as indicated, make sure if you're riding in the night, make sure you're visible to others. And a lot have to do with motorists. Motorists are more likely to be fatigued, drunk, or tired.
So, pretty dark, right? I'm wearing all black clothes. You can't really see me. But what changes all that is this vest. I'm going to put this on to be more visible to others on the road. It's reflective and bright, increasing my visibility overall. Yeah!
When it comes to bicycling, make sure that wherever you're biking, it's safe to ride. You never know what's going to be around, if there's going to be a pothole, if there's going to be something on the road that can really just cause problems for you if you're riding down. Make sure that you know what's coming up ahead by checking the weather or other municipalities' alert systems, but always, if you're unsure of what to do, pull off to the side and walk your bike.
Oh no, an obstacle! Whoa! Oh no, not this obstacle again. Yay!
Next tip is that make sure when you're riding that you know that you have to give certain signals when you have to make right turns or left turns. Also, don't wear any headphones because obviously if you can't hear what's going on, who's going to see what you're going to be doing next? After that, make sure that you know what areas are designated for bike assist, and also make sure that you know that if you do some of these things and you do things that are illegally, you'll be penalized also just like people who are driving cars. So just remember that because that is state law.
Here is Daniel getting ready to take a ride on his bike.
Hey guys. Oh yeah, I'm not supposed to use these when I'm riding my bike.
No
Thanks,
earphones. You are welcome.
you're riding your bike, make sure that you're not riding against traffic because that can really cause some problems for you. Always try to go on the right side if you're trying to go straight. Also, when it comes to riding a bike, you also want to be in the single file line. It's a lot safer and much better for everybody else. And also, if you have children who are under the age of 9, make sure they're accompanied by somebody, especially an adult, so they don't know the difference between certain aspects that can be really dangerous for them. So just make sure you accompany those children.
Always look both ways before crossing streets and walk your bike into the street instead of riding it. Look behind you to assess for oncoming traffic and always watch for left and right turning vehicles.
Yeah!
Don't flip over your bike. Always check your wheels before riding, after a fall, and before transporting your bike. If you have quick release wheels, always have them securely fastened so that your tires don't fall off during a ride. Cycling under the influence is against the law.
It is?
Yes, it is. It can cost you up to a $250 fine.
That much?
That much, and an additional drunk in public penalty, and possibly risking someone's life. Don't drink and cycle. You booze, you cruise, you lose. Don't brake with your face, brake with your hands and feet. Texting while biking can be just as dangerous as texting while driving. It's even illegal in some states. So don't text and bike, it can wait. Watch out! But at least he had his helmet on.
Yeah!
Hi, Daniel here again with a few tips and tricks for riding your bike. It's always terrible when you lose your favorite pair of jeans. It's even worse when you destroy them. Keeping that in mind, when you're riding with jeans on, you always want to make sure you roll up your pant leg that's closest to the chain of the bike to keep that from happening. What can happen is your pants can get tangled in the chain and can become torn, and you can also fall down when this happens as well, so be safe and keep those pants safe. Thank you. Our last trick is what to wear during rainy weather. Your first instinct might be to wear a hoodie or something akin to that, but what can happen is your hood can obscure your vision and you can get in an accident due to that. What you might want to consider is buying a rain cape, which is what this stylish young woman is wearing here. You can see that the hood does not obscure her vision while protecting the rest of her clothes from becoming soaked. So if you can afford it, go for it.